G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of the SICK rebuild. In this episode we'll be going over layout and setup of the cooling system and a few other bits required to mount our heat exchangers. As you can see, Fenix Radiators NZ have jumped on board. Ben and the team up there behind us with this one supplied us with their direct fit S1 through 3 Pro Series radiator and one of their Pro Series billet tanked oil coolers and a few other bits. We'll make a start on repurposing the previously built radiator shroud to fit this new Fenix Rad in there. So there we have it, radiator's all in now. Nice simple basic sort of layup. Because the car's had a few different setups in it over the years, unfortunately some of the factory steelwork for the OE shrouding and radiator work isn't there, and I don't really have the time to rebox and finesse all this in currently. So yeah, this simple little setup will be more than enough for the little 13B. Not really going to get too carried away and ducting all of that in either, just because the demand's not going to be there. There's no turbocharger or the likes to need to extract additional heat out of the cooling system. So yeah, that'll be sufficient. Ben and the boys sent down a raw radiator shroud just in case we needed to do any modifications, but that'll be fine with this. So we'll get a number of these aluminium items coated by Radiator powder coaters once we're finished with the mock-up. There'll be a few other bits to add to the pile. So yeah, we'll get stuck into just mounting up the lower plastic apron or rubber apron and working out this oil cooler fitment. So there we've got the lower valance all on, the outer supports for the guards on, that front apron's on, the grill, and the oil cooler's actually going to sneak in there sweet as on the Fenix bracket. Still sitting about 10mm higher than the engine cross member, and it just sits slightly below this. We'll put it down and we'll have a bit of a look at the radiator hoses. So back into the engine bay. So happy as with the mount and the shroud. We're not going to need to modify that any further. I'll get both of those away to Radiator powder coaters on Monday. Make our way around here. So you see we're using an old school steel thermostat housing and a van style thermostat neck. It sort of points it straight out yeah, not the common one which comes up sort of on a 45 and then points the radiator hose up. So we'll be utilising that here, so then we can keep these hoses sort of down nice and low and keep them as close to straight as possible, both upper and lower. Yeah, I'll start on those in a second, but we're probably going to use rubber ends and hose connections, and then hardline in the middle. So yeah, we'll get those powder coated as well. Yeah, we'll get stuck into that now. So there we have it, guys, the Fenix Pro Series radiator and oil cooler combo all mounted up now. Pretty happy with that, come up pretty sharp. So from here we're going to get those raw alloy components across to Rotorsport powder coating on Monday, and then we can make up the rest of our AN hose and fitting list and get that through to Warehouse Auto Parts, so we can get that all together for the next video. Hopefully we'll have some mufflers soon. We can finish off the tail end of that exhaust system and work on getting that fuel cell fitted up between the chassis rails or in the rear clip there, and then we can work forward with the fuel hard line and getting the fuel system and the last of the oil related hosing and various plumbing requirements all sorted and buttoned up, and then we can get stuck into setting up some of these Franklin Performance parts. We've got a oil bypass block and a remote oil filter and a few other items from the team down at Franklin Performance. Get stuck into fitting all that gear up and yeah, continue to just push forward with this. Yes, and as for everyone that's subscribed to the channel and made comments and liked the couple of episodes we've put out, we really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot. Cheers.